my name is Viviane Wolfe, and this is the Wellness Room. And Tamisha has asked me to come in and give you a little yoga class just to help relax the body, get rid of some tension, ease some stress. Right now, it can be a very stressful time in the most common of circumstances. This time of year is kind of a stressful time of year. And add on top of it the year 2020. Everything is amplified about 100%. So I'm here today to just help you release some of that tension and get rid of some of that stress. So if you are joining me live, please say hello in the comments. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Even if you catch this in the replay, you can, it'd be great to just to get to know you, to say hi. I am going to come back in and check out all of the comments at the end here. Let me just clear that all out right there. Okay, good. My specialty is yoga for women over the age of 40. So I deal a lot with hormonal balance. I deal a lot with common aches and pains, especially working women, women who own businesses or run businesses online. So a lot of sitting and my brain just went. So brain fog. You deal a lot with brain fog. Deal a lot with the lack of motivation, the lack of focus that a lot of women can have when they're working on an online business. So, hi Tamisha, thanks so much for not only being here for this, but also for inviting me to come in today and share this yoga practice with everyone. So, another thing I'd love to hear about is if you practice yoga already, tell me about your yoga practice in the comments. If you don't practice yoga, then I'd love to hear why, what's keeping you from practicing yoga. So again, if you're catching this in the replay or if you're watching it live, then just give me a little typey and let me know what your views are on yoga. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and get started. The only thing you need for this yoga practice is a chair. There are some conditions to this though. So let me read the comments real quick. This is so perfect. Hey, yeah, I'm so glad you're here. We could keep this going forever. A chair is great. A chair that doesn't roll or slide is better. Use what you have, but ideally you want a very stable chair where you can put your feet on the floor flat and doesn't swivel like my chair swivels and it rolls. So I'm going to use this guy back here to do this in. So that's the kind of yoga practice we're going to do today. You will be very surprised, even if you are an experienced yogini and have practiced for years and years and years, this chair yoga practice might surprise you. And if you've never done yoga before in your entire life, then this practice is going to be perfect for you because it's so simple, it's so easygoing, and it gets into the important parts of yoga, which is just connecting with your breath and connecting with your body. So, Tamisha says, my yoga practice has been a bit off, trying to manage everything through the last few weeks and recollecting myself. Oh my gosh, girl, yes. One of the things I hear the most about anyone's yoga practice, even someone who practices often, is accountability and consistency is a real issue. Even with yoga teachers, even people like me, sometimes we struggle with consistently coming to our yoga mat or anything like that. So that's why I love teaching classes like this, is because it gives us this opportunity to start over again or to just pick up a little extra mat time. So my yoga mat's got my chair on it, and so I'm going to go ahead and move to that. Anytime you have any questions or any comments, go ahead and type them in, but I won't be able to see them until I come back from my yoga mat. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I'm not even wearing like yoga pants. You don't have to have any special equipment. You don't have to have any special clothes. You don't have to have a big fancy sports bra or Lululemon leggings to do yoga. All you need is your body and a little bit of space. And I am blessed to have this space, but you can even do this next to your washing machine. You can do this in the kitchen. You can do this in your living room. You can do it on the edge of your couch, really, if you want. Whatever works for you. So we're going to start a nice, easy seated position. Feet are flat on the ground. Hands are going to rest on the lap in whatever way feels most comfortable for you. I want you to close your eyes just for a moment and turn your focus to your breath. Just observe your breath, noticing how the air goes into the body and out of the body. Noticing how the body responds to the breath. Observing how the rib cage expands as you breathe in, and how the shoulders soften and relax as you breathe out. Give your jaw permission to soften and relax. The tongue comes away from the roof of the mouth and rests just below, just behind the bottom teeth. The muscles around the eyes soften. The skin between the eyebrows. Imagine an invisible hand just smoothing that skin, allowing those muscles to release. When it feels good, just gently bringing your focus back, opening the eyes or bringing the eye focus back to in front of you here. We're just gonna let the ear come down by the shoulder. Starting with the right side, but to be honest, it doesn't matter. Just do whichever side works best for you. We're just allowing a little opening in the side of the neck. So you notice I'm not hiking my shoulders up. I'm just letting them be. Breathing here. And with your next exhale, just let the chin roll down to the chest. And with your next inhale, just coming back up to center. And then letting the other ear dip to the other shoulder. And taking this nice and easy. And with your next exhale, the chin rolls down to the chest. And with an inhale, we come back up. Then we're going to flow through this a couple of times. So we exhale, ear to shoulder. Inhale here. Starting to connect our breath to this. Exhale, we roll our chin to the chest. And this time, with the inhale, we bring the other ear to the other shoulder. Kind of like a half circle. Exhale, the chin comes back to the chest. Inhale, ear to shoulder, opposite side. Exhale, chin to chest. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bringing the head back up, coming back into our starting position. Good. From here, we're just going to start a little shoulder circle. Again, we want to keep these nice and gentle. We're not aiming for maximum effort. I like to quote comic books and sci-fi and TV shows and stuff like that. So you'll hear me say things like that a lot. So we are not Deadpool. We are not going for maximum effort. In yoga, the saying is not no pain, no gain. The saying is no pain, period. No pain. Pain gets you nowhere. So we're just going to gently roll the shoulders, rolling them back, breathing as we go. And then we're going to reverse that. So now we're going to bring the shoulders forward. Just loosening things up. Sometimes it feels good to bring some verbalization to your breath. I'm a big fan of that as well. So as you exhale, anytime you feel like it, you can just let a little sigh out. God, it feels good. It signals to your body that you're in a safe place and it's okay to do the things that you're doing, and it helps you relax a little more deeply. So letting that come to a nice, easy close here. Might feel good just to observe any changes that you might be feeling in your body. It might feel less intense to be sitting here upright. Your body might be releasing into the posture here. You might feel like you are using better posture than you were before. Might not feel any different. Anything like that is okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to walk our feet to the side. So for me, this is easier when I come to the edge of my seat. Just taking the legs as wide as it feels comfortable. Again, we're not going for maximum effort. We're just going for a nice, easy feeling here. And then just from here, we're just going to start to open our heart to the right. So taking the left hand to the right thigh, the right hand comes to the chair right behind your hip, right? Or you can hold on to the chair, the back of the chair, if that feels better. We want to keep our shoulders over our hips here as we open up. So it might feel good to have your hand on the back of the chair or on the seat of the chair behind your hip. And if it feels good, you can look over your right shoulder. Nice, easy twist. Keep breathing. If you find that you have the urge to not breathe or to hold your breath, then you might be going a little too far into this pose. And so I'm going to invite you to just ease up a little bit. Come into a place where you can breathe deeply in this particular place that we're in right now. One more giant breath in. And with an exhale, gently releasing, coming back to center. Yeah. And then we're going to go to the other side. So now your right hand's going to come to your left thigh. Left hand is going to come to the chair behind the hip or the back of the chair, whatever feels better for you here. And then with an inhale, we open to the left, coming into this twist. Maybe looking over the left shoulder if that feels comfortable for you. Feeling that, again, how the body responds to the breath here. You'll notice as you breathe in, the body expands. And as you breathe out, the body softens, allowing you to kind of wring yourself out like a dish rag. One more breath. And with an exhale, gently coming back to center. Just feeling how it feels to breathe this nice wide open seat here, taking up space. Good. From here, we're going to open the hands wide And then with an exhale, we're going to dip down. So we're bringing the right hand, the right arm to the inside of the right leg and lifting the left arm high. So coming into a little side bend. So there's a couple of things happening here. As we're breathing, we're reaching up high with our left hand. So you might feel an opening in the left side of the body, breathing into that opening here. But you also want to feel a little bit of a lift in the right side of the body to help support it. You don't want to just like collapse down. If you notice you start to twist in, that could be a problem too. If it's hard to open the hand up like this, you can also bring your hand to the small of the back and open up that way. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. And it might feel good to look down. Might feel good to look up. You might like to switch between the two as you breathe. You can bring your left arm as high as you feel. And then with your next inhale, the left arm pulls you back up, coming back into this center space here. And then we're gonna exhale, setting up for the other side. So the left arm comes to the inside of the left leg. The right arm reaches up high. Little side bend here, feeling an opening in the right side of the body. Breathing into that opening. And again, you can look down if it feels good. You can look up if it feels good. You can switch between them if that feels good. I think you might be catching on the theme here is to feel good. So breathing and feeling good is all you have to do here. And again, if it feels more comfortable to bring the hand to the small of the back, go ahead and do that. And with your next inhale, the right hand pulls you back up, all the way back to center. And then with an exhale, the hands come down. Again, just observing for a moment, for a breath or two, how your body feels in response to the movement that we just did. Good. And we're going to heel toe our feet back together, about hip width apart. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see a little more clearly these next few sequences. You can stay exactly where you are, but I want to make sure you can see everything really well. So, my please hold music, like elevator music, right? So again, come into the edge of your seat just because sometimes it's a little easier to feel these things, especially in the pelvis. Feet are about hip width apart. Hands just rest on the knees. You can even bring your hands to the front of the knees if that feels more comfortable for you. We're going to do a little cat-cow, seated cat-cow here. So with your next in-breath, I want you to lift the heart, lift the throat. So we're lifting things, we're not falling back. And as you exhale, I want you to pull your belly button to your spine and bring your spine to the back of the chair. Letting the shoulders round, the chin comes to the chest. Inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the throat. Exhale, belly button to spine, head drops. We're going to flow through this a few times. So just with your breath, inhaling, bringing that heart forward and up. Exhale, sending the spine back. Just a few more times. So let's say 3 more times, right? And at the end of your third time, just coming back to our neutral position, letting the hands come to rest. Just observing any sensations in your body. Not trying to fix anything or make something happen. Just allowing your body to do whatever it needs to do and being aware of it as you breathe. Yeah, good. All right, so moving on to the next thing. I'm going to walk my feet a little closer together. We're going to do a sun salutations in a modified way here in the chair. So we're going to start with our hands together over our heart. We're going to go through this a few times. So just flow with your breath. You can go faster or slower than me if you feel like it after you've got the hang of the sequence. I'm going to start here, nice, easy. We're going to call this mountain pose. This is our mountain pose. Hands together over the heart. Everything lifting up, a little shrink wrap to the core just to help support the spine. Breathing here just so you can really feel everything working together. Maybe even a little press of the feet into the floor just to activate the thighs and activate the legs just a little tiny bit. Really connect, grounding down into the floor. And with your next inhale, the hands come up above the head. Eyes can follow if that feels good. Exhale, we're going to fold forward over the legs, bringing the hands down to either touch the floor or your feet or your shins, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Let your head really hang over. And then with your next inhale, sliding the hands up to the knees, elbows stay close to the body. We inhale, shine the crown of the head away from the tailbone. So really lengthening in the spine. Exhale, we fold forward again. The head is heavy. Inhale, we reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. That's it. That's the whole thing. So let's do it a few times. Inhale, reach the hands up high. Exhale, fold forward, head heavy. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale to your mountain. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, fold. Keeping that breath really full. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do it one more time all the way through. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, mountain pose. Now with your hands here in mountain pose, let's just take a few breaths. Feeling how awake and alive our body is, but with no tension, no stress. How good it feels to breathe. We're going to do just a couple more things and then that'll be it. So I'm just turning back just so you can, again, so that you have the best view of the next things that we're going to do. Still coming to the edge of the chair here. This time we're going to take our right foot and then place it on our left knee. Now this might be a little difficult, so if you need to, let your foot come out long so you can bring it down a little lower. Make sure you don't actually put it on the joint of your knee. You want to make sure that we're not putting any pressure on the joint of the knee itself. So even if your leg is like way up here, that's totally okay. We're all going to have a little bit different abilities here. So we're just, this is called seated pigeon pose. And so you can either place your hands behind you and kind of lift up your heart if that feels good there. Or if you want, you can kind of fold over. Again, whatever feels more comfortable for you. If you're already feeling very activated, there's a lot of sensation going on in the body, then just stay here. It's totally great. Everyone's body is going to be a little bit different, so it's really great to find your seated pigeon that's perfect for your body. And it might be different today than it was yesterday, and it's going to be different tomorrow, because your body today is a different body than it was yesterday, and it's a different body than it will be tomorrow. So finding that new pose every single time is the joy of yoga. And breathe in here as far as it feels comfortable. And then whenever it feels nice, just gently bringing that foot back down onto the floor. Coming back into your center here, finding that first. And then we bring the left foot to rest on the right thigh or knee. Finding the space that works best for you here. You can also bring the hands behind, lean back a little bit if that feels good. You can lean forward if that feels good. If you have additional props, if you have another chair, you can even place your hands on those to go a little bit deeper, to feel a little bit more comfortable in this pose. And we'll stay here just for a few breaths. And then we're going to gently release that foot back onto the floor. From here, I'd like you to get really comfortable in your chair. So you can slide way back, lean back. If you're in a type of chair that has like a headrest, then you can just definitely rest your head. If you are near a wall, you can lean into the wall. You can flip your feet forward, whatever feels comfortable for you here. I say bring your feet forward. What I mean is keep your feet flat on the mat, flat on the floor. But get nice and comfortable. Let your hands just rest on your thighs. Close your eyes. We're going to take just a few moments in a guided meditation just to end this sequence here. So just come into this comfy place, feet flat on the mat, on the floor, or on your mat if you have a mat. Really feeling your feet in contact with the ground beneath you. Just taking a couple of deep breaths, letting yourself sink down and sink in. I'd like you to start by focusing on your toes. Scrunch them up and then release them. And let your ankles relax, your calf muscles, your knees, your thighs. Letting any thoughts that you may be having float up and away from you. Imagining them as little air bubbles floating up and away. Relax your glutes. Relax the pelvis and the pelvic organs. Noticing any tension you may be having in your back. With your next exhale, just release any tension that you are feeling in your back. Let it go. Noticing your shoulders. With your exhale, releasing the shoulders, letting them soften. Relaxing your neck, your jaw muscles. The muscles of your face. Relaxing your scalp. Taking one more deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow any remaining tension just melt out of you. Take the next few breaths in this moment of conscious relaxation. Let the body be still. Let the mind be quiet. Allow each exhale to take you deeper and deeper into yourself. And as you begin to come back, allow some movement to come into your fingers and your toes. Allow that movement to grow into your wrists and your ankles. Allowing gentle movement to come into your body whatever way feels best for you. And gently bringing the hands together over the heart. We'll end this yoga sequence by taking a deep breath in through the nose. Let it go with a little sigh. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. I hope that you feel less stressed, less tense, more peaceful, more calm. And until next time, peace.